I say, old chaps, absolutely spiffing marvellous of you to join me again for another riveting adventure into the realm of Mystaria. Enough of that. Well, basically, after being thrown in the dungeon by the epic ninja purple German butler guy, and then escaping and almost being caught by him again, they've decided that they can't win against Lord Bane, for whatever reason. So now RPG's going to have a Deus Ex Machina epiphany and realise that there is something they can do that doesn't involve getting captured by a German butler dressed in purple that's also a ninja. He decides he's going to go visit the wise man, who Tingle apparently knows about but neglected to mention this until now, who also apparently only will speak with the Queen. And as I'm the Queen's son, he probably will ignore me, but we can always try, never mind. And Shinobi decides that we're all too big pussies to be able to do it in any case. And with a bit of a pep talk he changes his mind. Which I'm not really sure how well we must do if we must change things, sort of changing someone's mind from we're all too weak, we're going to die, but whatever. So now we have to head to this mountain that's just to the left of where we are. The RPG had to ask where it was, or rather say he thinks it's over there, despite the fact it's clearly the biggest thing on the map. That's the town below us, which has the tavern, shops for various things, and I don't think that one has a Colosseum. But we're not going to go in it, because they don't have any items or equipment that we need at the moment, so it's going to go straight to the mountain. Also, apparently I got two people's names wrong in the last video, so apologies Aklis and Stefane. I'll try to remember to pronounce them right in future. So we're just going to head up this mountain, which is going to be the first really difficult battle so far, because if you've been watching you'll know that Doug is a complete arsehole and wants me to make his character run away and hide in every single battle, which is going to be a pain in the arse in this one, because it effectively means I'm one man down. And then Sefgara, who is the, well, claimed the flying ninja guy called Storm, he wants me to only have him hit guys in the back and be a sneaky ninja bastard, which effectively makes me down another person, because he's not going to attack anything from the front or sides, which really limits the amount of things he's ever going to hit. So this battle's going to be really difficult with 4.5 people, because I've got to keep Pink Cat's MP in reserve to be able to heal people on the way up here. And I'm probably going to need her raised dead spell, which unfortunately I can only use once per battle. So hopefully only one person will die. I'm going to aim for no deaths in this, not counting a revival. So let's see how it goes. And yes, it will be difficult with 5 people. Well, I suppose I should say 5.5. So let's get Doug's cunt out of the way first. He's going to run off into the corner like a complete twat, like Doug, and sit there and hide for the entire battle, which is going to make it difficult. Let's take a look at the enemies now. Okay, he has Power Punch and Counter. Power Punch is basically like an upgraded version of Mercury's Punch, and Counter is effectively the same as Defend, except if you use a physical attack, and I think if you're within 2 squares or something like that, it'll hit you for damage. He's a magic user, he's got Fireball and Shrink. Shrink just shrinks your unit a bit, and it loses some of its strength and defense. Okay, these guys have Kill Claw and Magma Blast, and I'm not sure how these birds are spitting magma, and how magma counts as a dangerous solvent, but whatever. Okay, these guys have really strong defense as well, and any turn that they don't attack, they generally use counter, but because it's the first turn and they haven't got a turn yet, they're not defending. So I'm going to sit here and just whack the crap out of this one as quick as possible before it can do anything. I'm not going to bother wasting any magic on it. Save that for the ones further up, because I'm probably going to run out of MP near the top anyway, and that's going to be a problem when I can't kill them fast enough. So we'll just beat the crap out of this one, and then see if we can get a hit on the magic user to the right, who's really weak to physical attacks, and Mercury can probably take down in 1 if we're lucky. Right, he's got 7 health left now, so PPA can finish off. She's going to be useful in this battle, because her arrow moves are the only things that will be able to hit one that's using counter attack and not get counter damage, although it's not going to do a lot of damage to one. So let's move her up. Let's have a defend. Okay, now he can't hit anything, so he'll just be a sneaky bastard and hide on the side somewhere. Okay, so this is where it'll start to get a bit hard now when we get swamped with enemies. And then there's another tricky spot a bit further up where we'll get swamped with enemies again. And then the top of the map will be hard, if only because we probably won't have any MP at that point. So we won't be able to take down the Reptons, which are the magic weak guys. Okay, let's see. He's going to use Shrink. Hopefully this will miss, because it will be a pain in the arse. Never. So now I'll have to waste a turn. Bring you go back to normal. But that doesn't really matter, because there's no Reptons in range, so it should be okay. So she can just shoot at something now. I could. She will eventually get a move that's going to be really useful right until she gets the upgraded version of that move, and I'll probably be using it. It'll be her primary attack that I use with her. Okay, so he can just sneak into Bastard and get this guy in the back. Not much, but he's nearly dead, so he should be able to finish it off easily enough. Okay, one more hit should do it. Lightning shot from her. Never mind. Go with this one and finish it off with RPG. I'm pretty sure all the birds are weak to arrows. Okay, that's one down. And just need to defend with this arsehole again. Let's see what it does. Well, that's Magma Blast. It doesn't exactly look like Magma. It just kind of looks like it spits a brick, which makes a sandstorm when it hits the floor. That was quite lucky, because that move's probably enough to kill him. So let's hope they keep missing him. It's quite inaccurate, mercifully. Okay, so let's see how many more things decide to swamp us. Just him. So should be able to wipe out these three birds easily enough. Okay, this one should go down now. Just shoot one again. Right. Shouldn't take her too long to get to level 5, which is when I think she gets the next bow skill. Should easily get it on this map if I just keep using Lightning Shot. That was a critical hit, as noted by the numbers coming up in big red threatening letters. Not quite as big red and threatening as Lord Bane and his lieutenants advance in the very beginning of the intro. Well, halfway through the prologue, following the title screen. Quite near the end of the intro video, but whatever. Okay, so let's see if he can take this guy down in one. Quite unlikely, but you never know. No, not quite. I think only Mercury might be the only person capable of doing that. If he can't now, he should definitely be able to once he gets his next hand-to-hand skill. I have to say it's quite strange using Mercury as hand-to-hand, because whenever I've used him in the past, I've always used him as a spear user, because I think they get slightly more power bonuses near the beginning. And the extra bit of range is always good. So it's been interesting using him as hand-to-hand, but he's working at a powerhouse regardless. So she might, hopefully, be able to take this guy down in one. No, he's got a bit of health left, but he's frozen, so I can safely ignore him at the moment.